Hey guys, let me show you how to repurpose your leftover chicken or turkey. Shred your meat, chop up your peppers and onions, add some oil to a pan. In goes your veggies, garlic and pepper paste, saute for a minute or two, 1 tablespoon of tomato paste, 1 more minute. In goes your chicken, mix, mix, mix. Season with some adobo and a couple dashes of mushroom soy sauce. Mix it all up. Serve it up with some hot rice, and there you have it, guys.
It's Thanksgiving. You've eaten, you're bloated, and wondering what to do with the leftovers. Let's throw them into an amazing pie. I didn't have leftover potatoes, so I made my own by cutting up some Yukon Golds. Get those boiling while we curb stomp a head of garlic. Pick up the cloves off your kitchen floor and then smash up the cloves to get the skins off. I did a rough chop on these since we'll be mashing them up with the potatoes anyways. Once the potatoes can be easily crushed, drain them and get a whole stick of butter melting. Toss in the garlic, cook until fragrant, about 30 seconds, and then throw in the potatoes and start smashing. Keep smashing and pouring in milk until you have a consistency that you like. I personally like mine on the chunky side. Stir and add salt and pepper to taste, and then set the potatoes aside while we work on some veggies. For the veggies, I'm going with carrots and broccoli. Now take your carrot sponge and scrub the carrots. I do this instead of peeling my carrots because it's faster, still gets rid of all the dirt, and the skins are healthy. Get yourself a carrot sponge and thank me later. Cut the carrots into chunks of equal mass. For the broccoli, I cut the florets off while turning the stem like so. Then I cut the larger florets in half. Some people throw away the stem, but I like the flavor it brings after roasting it. Drizzle everything with extra virgin olive oil, salt, and pepper, and then throw into a 400-degree Fahrenheit oven until browned and caramelized. Cut up chunks of your leftover meat. Nana, I love you to death, but the turkey was kind of dry this year. Sorry I had to roast you there. Kind of like you roasted the hell out of this turkey. Okay, I'm done. I used about 1 turkey breast here. Grate up some sharp cheese. I'm using Gruyere because I had it, but cheddar would go great too. Melt a stick of butter and add in about 3/4 a cup of flour to make a roux. Cook until it smells nutty, and then add in some white wine and stir. Add about half a bottle total. Then you can drink the rest with dinner. Then add in a few cups of milk and stir. This may seem way too thick right now, but just keep adding milk until you get the consistency that you like. Make sure it's whole milk too, because we're way past the point of no return on this being healthy. All said and done, I added about 5 cups total, but I like it on the thicker side. Stir in some chicken bouillon, which will really boost up our sauce, and then dump in the turkey. Then add the roasted carrots and broccoli. I had to thin out the sauce a little. It was too thick even for me. Then add frozen peas at the last minute so they stay green. Add in the cheese, and lastly, some dried thyme and sage. Smooth out the top and scrape the potatoes onto the filling just like this. Go around the outside before adding in the middle. Then fork up the top so it'll brown more in the oven. Bake at 400 degrees until bubbling, and then turn on the broiler to get some last minute browning on the potatoes. For context, my lactose intolerant roommate devoured this, was in pain for 2 days straight, and still said it was worth it. That's how good this pie is. Follow for more amazing recipes.
Have leftover ham after the holidays? Try this recipe. 2 cups cooked ham. 2 cups broccoli florets, 1 cup cheddar cheese, 2 cups cooked cauliflower rice, 1/2 cup sour cream, 1½ teaspoon garlic powder, 1½ teaspoon onion powder. Add 1 cup cheddar cheese and bake. Bake 350 degrees for 25 minutes. Enjoy!
We're helping you with your leftovers by turning this into this. I think there's 4 ingredients to this. The first, whipping cream. Now, you can see the bubbles, right? We're gonna help it with 1 ingredient, some of this. I know it seems crazy, and it is. I don't need this cream, but watch, it's this simple. I'm just gonna scoop some of this is 1/4 cup, and start to mix this in. It will start to melt by itself. So as I was thinking about putting pumpkin pie insides into this, I thought, it might be too sweet. What could I use to make it not so sweet? And I'm using this, red curry paste. So this is probably 5 minutes start to finish to get this cream sauce where you want it. We're gonna help it with one thing. Our Parmesan is back. Little salt and pepper wouldn't hurt anybody, would it? Well, you can see how beautifully thick this is. My gnocchi are floating, so they're ready. This gets mixed. Look how thick and rich that's gotten. What's it need?
Little cheese.
And now I gotta eat one. Oh my God. Come on now.
So I'm using the last of my Thanksgiving leftovers to make these delicious potato pancakes with my leftover mashed potatoes. You want to put about 1.5 cups of your potatoes in a bowl with 1 egg, about a tablespoon of freshly chopped Italian parsley, 1/4 cup of flour, 1/4 cup of shredded cheese. I did a cheddar mozzarella mix. I added salt and onion powder, mixed it and combined it until it looks like this. And then you want to get a pan heated up with olive oil. This is just going to be a shallow fry. Then you're going to take a big heaping tablespoon of that mixture and dip it in flour on both sides until it forms a disc, and then fry it until it's perfectly golden on both sides, just like this. It'll only take a few minutes per side. I love to serve this with sour cream and applesauce, and I'm telling you now, you're going to score a home run if you serve this to your family or your friends because it's an amazing leftover dish. Enjoy. Please like this video and follow for more.
The best part about having leftovers from Thanksgiving is making turkey pho. Shred off all the meat that you can from the turkey and use the bones for a broth. Add in 1 onion, 2 slices of ginger, a handful of star anise. I'm using chicken pho seasoning, but if you can't find this, you can use chicken bouillon. Add some rock sugar and fish sauce. Skim off the foam, give this a taste, and adjust to your liking. I'm using fresh pho noodles and dipping it in hot water. Add the noodles to a bowl, the turkey, green onions, and cilantro in that hot turkey pho broth. And of course, don't forget the lime, bean sprouts, hoisin, sriracha, basil, and last but not least, I like to add my pickled serrano chilies.
All right, let's say it's the day after Thanksgiving. You have leftover turkey and mashed potatoes. Here's what you should do. Chop up the turkey, mix it with your potatoes, let 2 become 1, Spice Girls stuff, and now we're setting up a breading station with flour, beaten eggs, and seasoned breadcrumbs. Grab a spoonful of your turkey potatoes, pop a little cube of provolone cheese right in the center before dipping in flour, then the egg, then the breadcrumbs. Alternate your hands here, and I like to give a little 10 to 15 minute freeze before frying in a pot of neutral oil. It should just be hot enough that they sizzle. I don't like measure temperature here. We don't have time for that. And now you have these gorgeous, cheesy turkey croquettes. It's a beautiful thing. Okay, bye. Love you.
Let's make a turkey noodle casserole using the rest of my Thanksgiving leftovers. Cook some onion and garlic in some butter with some red pepper flake until translucent. If you have leftover veggies or fresh veggies, feel free to use that. I just threw in a couple of cups of frozen mixed vegetables. Once thawed, add some more butter, flour, and cook that all together until well combined. I forgot to film adding the chicken broth, but then add in about 1 cup of chicken broth and 1 can of cream of celery soup and mix it well. Season with salt, pepper, onion powder, garlic powder, paprika, and thyme. Measure with your heart. Chop up some of your leftover turkey and mix that all in as well. Bring a separate pot of water to a boil, salt, and cook your egg noodles till al dente. And then this is just going to be a Ritz cracker crumble on top of the casserole. Mix together the noodles, the turkey and vegetable mixture, and add some cheddar cheese. Forgot to film that too. Grease the baking dish, add your noodle mixture, top with cheese and Ritz cracker crumble. Bake at 350 for 25 minutes and enjoy.
All right, look, no offense to turkey sandwiches, but this is the best thing to do with Thanksgiving leftovers. So you start off with leftover stuffing. This is actually stuffing mac and cheese. Yes, it's crazy. Yes, the recipe is on my profile. And get those patties sizzling in a pan with some butter and nestle some turkey right alongside it. You just want it all to get nice and brown and caramelized, just like that. Now get everyone out of the pan because you are going to add some more butter and drop a couple eggs in. And normally you would make poached eggs for Eggs Benedict, but my time is precious. You're going to stack it all up, and instead of hollandaise, you're going to heat up some leftover gravy, pour that over, and then you just have like the most perfect bite of Thanksgiving you could ever imagine. Cheers.